Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome again to my channel. My name is Jerry, and on this channel, we always provide useful tools, advice, recommendation to help immigrants to become more stronger in their country of living. So today we're going to talk about the 5 reasons why I will recommend any new immigrant to immigrate first before sponsorship the rest of the family. Usually people tend to carry the whole family, spouse, children, and then get into the plane and immigrate all together. I hardly don't recommend that because there are a couple of risks associated to the family moving all together. So here are my reasons. So let's go straight to the point. So the first reason for me recommending people to immigrate first before sponsorship the rest of the family is that economical reason because when you move by yourself first, you're giving yourself the chance and the opportunity to get a job first, to earn money, and can provide better for your family before they come. You come first, maybe you do a quick training, and then you are able to find a job, start earning money, and then you are able to provide the basic needs for your family, and then you can sponsorship them. I highly recommend that because moving together with the family, you won't necessarily have that time. It's a lot with spouse, children, and everything. Experience has shown that people moving alone can quickly, move around more than people coming together with the family. If you're planning to go back to school, having children around may be an additional, an additional workload. The recommendation here is not to give up on children back home, but more to focus on something very, very quickly and earn money very fast, to provide them a better life. It's really not advisable to rely on the social help, financial assistance as soon as you move in a country. It's better to get a good job, earn your own money and provide for your family. That's the first reason. The second reason I would recommend to immigrate by yourself first before sponsorship the rest of your family is the social reason. The social reason is based on the fact that when you move first, you can build a network, you can make friends, you can get to know people, and then once your family is there, they can start with an initial social network that you have already built, instead of moving and then don't knowing anyone in the country, in the city, and then they may feel bad socially. The advantage of moving by yourself first is that you kind of create a social condition. You can have friends, those friends, they may have children. Once your children move in the country, then they can start with basic friends that you have already built. Same thing for your spouse. So I highly recommend, if possible, one person move first, and then after some few months, then he can now sponsorship the rest of the family and provide them with a basic social network that he has already built. The third reason is the educational reason. The educational reason is about you having enough knowledge to even recommend a specific program. Let's say your spouse is planning to go back to school, or you also are planning to go back to school. You will be taking your children, to the daycare, to the primary school. Maybe they are already at the university age. Now, you having enough time in the country, moving around, getting to know stuff, you may be in a better position to recommend a specific program, either to your children, to your spouse. It's very important. But you guys moving all together at the same time, the same day, getting to know things together, no one knows nothing, it may be tough for the rest of the family, and it may have a social shock. You may be ending up selecting a wrong program and then going back to school for something that really doesn't worth it. So I highly recommend to, if possible, someone move first, get to know more about education, what is the most paying education programs, and then you can now recommend your partner to fulfill that program and be in a better position to know exactly in which kind of school program you want to send your children, right? So that's it for the third reason. The next reason why it's highly recommended to move first is the security reason, right? There is a mistaken belief in the immigrants' belief that in Western countries, in developed nations, there is always security. That's not true. It is true that you can call 911 and get the police officer at your front door by the next couple of minutes, but it is not true that it's always safe, especially in certain neighborhoods. Certain neighborhoods in developing nations are very violent, with a high rate of criminality, so you have to be very careful. Coming by yourself first, we allow you, to get to know the neighborhood. What is the safest neighborhood for my children? And then you can now take decision based on that, based on your knowledge, and based on the fact that this is the safest neighborhood, this is not safe at all, or I would prefer living in this state, maybe in another state, I would prefer living in this province or in this city instead of that other city. Those city is known by this. In this city, I may find this more easier. Like, you will build the knowledge in terms of security, how it works in the country. That you can provide and advise the rest of your family by the time they are moving. So, again, I highly recommend to let it step a couple of months between by the time you reach in the country and by the time the rest of your family reach in the country. I've seen many immigrant family coming in the country. They don't know anything, they don't know no one, and then they start picking and taking very wrong decision regarding their education, regarding where they're planning to live, regarding many other factors. So it's very important to have someone get to know the basic knowledge, and then sponsorship the rest of the family, and then all together, they will come. They already have a social network, they already have a plan for educational plan, they already have a social life, and they already have a couple of things. Maybe you're already making money, you can easily provide for them. So that's the last reason. The last reason why I recommend one person to come first are medical reason. In certain state, in certain province, in certain city, it takes time to have a family doctor. So if you guys are moving, especially with the family, it's very important to have a family doctor. And in some places, family doctor may be very complicated to have. You may be sitting on the waiting list for many months, even for years. So that's why it's very important to, if someone is already there, then the person can apply for a family doctor even before the children are in the country. So he can put all the children in the waiting list for the family doctor. He can try to get the family doctor for the family, and get to know hospitals, cities, where are the main hospital, what is the waiting time when you go to the hospital, how does it work, what do you need to get a health card, and stuff like that. So medical reason is also very important. So it's that's one of the reasons why I recommend to have someone go and get the medical stuff ready before the rest of the family move. That was all for today. I hope you find the video useful. So don't hesitate to share to any group of immigrants that that you have on your social network. Like and share the video for them. It may be helpful for anyone, so we guys stop doing the same mistake. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.